Aloha and welcome back to Dead Cells. I'm Panther and we're going to go up against the King's right hand. Or the hand of the King, whatever. That attack right there, you have to pay attention to. It does a lot of damage. Ow! Yeah, do not parry that. Booyah! And look in the lower left-hand corner of my screen, the one-up I still have. Boss Cell obtained. Stem Cell, whatever. Modifies the difficulty level and unlocks new options. And here is the most ridiculous weapon that you will never get to actually use again. Now, you can get that weapon again, as in that type, but it won't have that damage output, it can't break shields, and it doesn't do 3 times damage against enemies. Guess what? We unlocked a new ability. And beat the game. The first time around. A lot of good people worked on this. Most of which were French. I have no problem with the French, especially a current generation. So, kudos. Awesome. I'm going to let the credits roll because they deserve to be thanked for the work they put into this game. There obviously was no voice acting involved. I wish I could, like, speed it up a little. Only so I can move on to the next phase of this. But all these people, all of them, should have at least some level of praise for the amount of effort and the dedication they put into this game. It shows. Like, it shows on such a level that they should be rewarded for their efforts. And they have been, technically. I mean, Jesus. I've seen this game bought all over the place. Hell, even Discord is now having it as part of its whole thing. And don't get me started on the multiple platforms BS. I'm not going to get into that. That's politics. Seriously, that is politics nowadays. Crazy as that sounds, that's politics. Regardless, once this gets done, we are not finished. Every boss cell unlocks harder modes. Now, at this particular juncture is where I have the hardest time. See, the harder difficulties cause the phylacteries, the things that refill your healing potion, to not always be there. So you have to be even more careful with how you go about doing things. In addition, certain enemies will appear sooner, and in places that they didn't the first time around. So what I was doing on kind of my leisurely time at work and everything like that was playing this through the non-difficulty mode and just accumulating cells and schematics so that when I go through the harder difficulties, I would have an easier time with it. If that is what you guys want me to do, I will do that, but I kind of doubt it. I fully think what you guys want me to do is equip that boss cell, a stem cell, and start trying to beat it on the harder difficulties. Either point, be sure to let me know. And don't worry, don't worry for the people who skip past this part because it's the credits, and I like to give the people who put their hearts and souls into a game the credit they deserve. But I also understand that quite a few people don't like to watch and sit through the credits, so they'll skip ahead. And so they'll skip a lot of what I'm saying. I plan on saying this all again. Not all of it, but the whether or in the comments, pick which direction you want me to go. Until I get a concrete which way I need to go, this will be the last episode. Because I am not going to play a game where there is clearly two different directions, but one goes nowhere aside from building up the character. So I'm not going to do that to you guys. Unless you want me to do so. That's a different story. I have little to no experience with the boss cells at all. I have played a couple of times with the boss cells, and they're really difficult. I have not gotten more than one boss cell, and it gets harder with each sequential. That is not a fucking word. Sequential. With each sequential boss cell, it gets all that more difficult. But you notice all those doors that had the weird marks on them, the little circle inside a circle? Those are unlocked with that many boss cells. When you're playing it the first time around, it doesn't allude to that at all. After you beat it, and you get the cell, and you equipped it, which, by the way, changes the entire dungeon, then, and only then, do the interesting things start to happen. I.e., you can get through those doors. And those doors are necessary in order to get some of the last items. Yay. Oh my goodness, faster please. Fuck you. I'm hitting the triggers, and it doesn't like it too much. Everything else it doesn't do that with. Senior trainee? Wait, what? Alright, whatever. Excuse me. Oh. Damn allergies. Alright. I'm no longer going to be turning off my mic when I sneeze. Because, as I found out in some of my other series, sometimes I press the button to turn it back on and it doesn't turn back on, or I forget entirely to turn it back on. I don't like it when I have a whole episode that things are happening, I'm saying some stuff, I do some cool jokes, just to find out the mic wasn't on. It's even worse when it's several episodes in that I figure this out. Thankfully, though, the new obs I'm utilizing, oh man, I would notice if the mic isn't working. Oh, come on. Look, I know a lot of people worked on this, and I do want to give you all credit. But please end the credits. Why do you have senior trainees? It's like, you're a trainee, you're not doing bad, but we still... It's like an intern, a payless intern. getting credit for something, which is awesome. I'm not going to deny that. But what do you call them? A senior intern? Huh? Okay. Senior in what way? Time or actual experience? Trust me, there's been a few times at my job that I've had people go, well, I've been here for X number of years. And it's like, cool, except you know you've not learned anything in that time frame, so what does any of those years actually matter? Anywho. Okay. Oh god, the music gave up. Your credits are so slow, the music gave up. Best employee of the... Why? That shouldn't even need to be there. Casting director, that should be there. First assistant director, that's fine. Line producer, yep, that's fine. Special effects, one person. Kudos. Assistant. Director of photography. Why are there more than one? Director indicates one. Unit manager, director, super... Why are there... Oh, whatever. Producer, camera operator. You know, this all sounds like a movie shoot. And sometimes it doesn't look like a movie shoot, but I guarantee you that it's got a lot of parts that are like a movie. So, camera. You know, since I gotta pass the time because they're fucking put best employee of the month again in a different category. Why? Camera in a video game is your point of view. So, like when I can use the right analog stick and move the camera around, it's actually referencing that. So having all these people deal with the camera means how it follows the player. Your name is Bernhoff and Johnhoff. Bernhoff and Johnhoff. There's 3 Bernhoffs. I must have been a family thing. Hasselhoff. Oh, you know he got reamed for that one. How many Hasselhoffs? Oh, there's another Hasselhoff. No offense to you guys at all. I find the name funny, but I could be very, very wrong. It doesn't matter, though. The name isn't the person is what they do. Oh my goodness. You know what? I've shown enough. Boom. God damn. New ability. Haha! Freedom! Or not. Now I've got the ability of the homunculus. I saw it. Alright. No, that's not good. No, I'm figuring this out. Almost. There. Come on. Haha! Disengagement. Don't know what it does. But wait, there's more. No boss stem cells. Normal difficulty, items can be upgraded to plus quality at the legendary forge. 1. Hard. Lets you access the next boss cell. Reduces the number of healing fountains. Items can be upgraded to double plus quality at the legendary forge. So I now have random of all this stuff. And that's it for this episode. I know how to get that schematic, so no worries. I'll do that the next time once you guys do a little solid for me. What do I need to do? Do I, A, and literally all you have to do in the comments is put A or B. A is I go through and I start building up the blacksmith guy who increases my chances of getting drops and everything like that into plus, double plus, and triple plus. Also, while I'm doing that, using the hunter's grenade to unlock these things. Now, that's going to be a long, very tedious process, but it will unlock and better me for the bosses. Option B. Option B is I activate the boss cell and just start playing with the boss cell active. Getting the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one, and trying to beat the game to its utmost. He's got some funny things that he's supposed to say after like going through here, so let's go ahead and get that out of the way. There we go. I don't understand a thing. But the king is quite dead. Why didn't anything change? What does it mean? What does it mean? So, boss cell, B. Option B is boss cell. Option A is to better equip myself for the boss cell runs. Your choice, audience. So until then, until the next time, if you haven't chosen, this is the last episode. If you have, then it will be the following week that you'll see the next episodes. Until then, have fun, be safe, and aloha.